Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at is a beer from Burlington Beer Company out of Williston, Vermont. 8.3% alcohol by volume. This is the Orbital Elevator. It is a double IPA. Never had this beer before. Thanks to Bumpy Road Brewery for giving me this beer. We'll post a link to his channel in the description below so you can go check him out if you haven't already. He does great beer reviews, much like yours truly. Okay, so let's get into this, see what we're dealing with. Definitely a nice, juicy looking beer. Pretty good sized head there too, about a 3-finger, white, very tightly knit, bubbled, creamy, kind of a cross between a frothy and a creamy. You got some big bubbles up top, but there's kind of a creamy look to it at the same time. Appearance, very hazy, murky, deep orange color. No sediment in the bottom. I don't see any bubbles floating up, cascading up, but it's hard to really see much of anything with that type of an appearance. The aroma. First thing I'm getting is almost kind of like a lemon zest note. Then I'm getting some tangerine, a little bit of mango, a little bit of grapefruit with this one as well, which I don't typically pick up on with the New England style IPAs. But there's a little bit of that like pithy note that you get with mostly grapefruit, but some orange, some oranges you get that with as well, but it's more on the grapefruit side. A little bit of a bready malt notes coming through. None of the 8.3% alcohol. That's pretty much all I'm getting. I'm not getting any pineapple, guava, passion fruit, any other tropical fruit notes. Just the mango, the tangerine, that little bit of a lemon zesty note, and the grapefruit pithy note. But none of the alcohol's coming through. It smells like a good New England double IPA. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Very nice. You're getting that mango right up front, the tangerine notes. The pithy note that I was picking up on, that grapefruit note, it's not really coming through, at least not on the first sip on the palate, so I'll keep sipping on it. But very nice. Nice tropical fruit action going on right up front there. This one's really bready too, very malty in the middle of the sip. I'm getting some nice wheat bread notes, a lot more bready than some of the super juicy double IPAs that I've had recently. This one has a significant bready malt note in the middle of the sip. The finish is juicy, but after you swallow it down, and maybe it's just because of the higher alcohol, that 8.3%, but it does kind of dry the palate out, which makes you want to go right back in for another sip. So the sessionability for an 8.3% ABV beer is very high. And there's no alcohol presence, there's no warming effect, so you don't even know you're drinking a high alcohol beer. It tastes like a 5.5% or a 6%, or not an 8.3%. Carbonation with this is low. The body is on the medium side. It does kind of have a little bit of a creamy mouthfeel as well, very smooth all the way through from start to finish. That's pretty much it. A very delightful double New England IPA from Burlington Beer Company. I've had a lot of beers from them recently, and I've been very pleased with all of them. This one's no exception. I'm going to go with a 95 out of 100. It's a solid A, but I've had so many New England IPAs over the last week or two. And there's some that are better than this. But it's definitely a solid A. I would highly recommend it if you like the New England type IPAs, the juice bombs. Very low bitterness with this, if any. All the hops that they're using, they're translating to that nice juicy character that you get with the New England style IPAs. A lot of tropical fruit, some citrus, nice bready malt character in the middle of the sip, juicy finish, although drying after you swallow it down, which is very inviting in the sense that you just want to go right back in and take another sip. So it really hits all the right points, and very delightful beer. So 95 out of 100 for the Burlington Beer Company's Orbital Elevator Double IPA. Buy it, try it, let me know what you guys think. Thanks again to Bumpy for giving me this beer. Link to his channel in the description below, as well as right there. You can click on his icon and go to his channel that way as well. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. 95 out of 100. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.